My beloved child, pause and breathe deeply in this moment, for I long to speak tenderly to you about the abundant love that saturates your life. A love you may not always recognize, but that continuously surrounds you like the air in your lungs. I am here now, closer than your heartbeat, watching over your every step with a gaze full of compassion and delight, guiding you along paths of hope and peace, even when shadows threaten to cloud your vision. Let these words remind you that you do not walk alone, for my presence envelops you completely, safeguarding your heart and fortifying your spirit with a grace that exceeds all expectation. Hear my voice gently whisper, urging you onward and upward to heights of faith you never thought possible, assuring you that I will never abandon you, nor will I ever cease to call you my precious one. So do not hesitate to rest in the comfort of my unwavering promises, for I am steadfast, I am mighty, and I am full of mercy toward you. The moments that burden your heart and the uncertainties that trouble your mind are known to me, and I am already orchestrating a future brighter than you can imagine. Therefore, step forward with courage, trusting that my love paves a path of blessings, and let your hope burn brightly for all that is yet to come. My child, I have designed you to flourish in love and righteousness, like a seedling planted by streams of living water, nurtured by eternal grace and sustained by limitless compassion. You have nothing to fear, because I hold you in my hands, and though the wind may howl and the storms may rage, I shall remain your unshakable fortress. Set aside any doubt that tries to convince you that I am distant, for I am never far from you, nor do I turn away in times of trouble. I see every tear you shed, and I am touched by the silent prayers you lift up when words fail to form on your lips. Know that you are precious to me beyond measure, far more valuable than pearls or rubies, and I guard you with a fierce and tender love. Stand confident in my nearness, surrendering your anxieties to me, for I will transform them into testimonies of hope. Trust that I have prepared a table before you, a feast of grace and purpose, and my invitation has your name inscribed upon it. I want you to understand the depths of my concern for every aspect of your life, from the smallest detail to the largest obstacle that looms on your horizon. I was there when you breathed your first breath, and I will remain with you until you draw your last, lovingly weaving your days into a tapestry that reveals my glory and kindness. Take heart, and know that I delight in your presence, longing for you to spend time with me in prayer and reflection, where I can fill your soul with strength. My voice calls out to you softly, sometimes in the quiet intervals between heartbeats, sometimes in the echoes of worship that resound in your spirit, but always with a message of hope. Do not allow the noise of the world to drown out that sacred melody. Instead, cling to the promise that I walk with you, and I will never let you go. Let your spirit be invigorated by this truth. You are not alone, and I love you. When you feel tired and burdened by life's hectic pace, remember that I am the one who renews your energy like an eagle soaring on the wind, freeing you from the weight that threatens to hold you down. I urge you to come to me when your heart is weary, for in my embrace you will discover true rest, an oasis in a desert of troubles. Do not doubt the gentleness of my touch or the strength of my protection. I am both your comforting shepherd and your mighty defender, ensuring that no harm can ultimately undo you. Therefore, find solace in my constant care, because I am the vine from which you draw life and nourishment, and I promise that you will never be forsaken. Stay rooted in my guidance, and each day will unfold with fresh blessings, leading you toward a destination that radiates with my brilliance. I see every hidden battle you fight, every tear that falls in the secrecy of night, and every sigh of frustration that escapes when disappointment knocks on your door. Yet I urge you not to lose hope, for out of your struggles, I create paths of triumph and testimonies that shine like stars in a darkened sky. My power is made perfect in your weakness, so let yourself lean on my everlasting arms, for in doing so, you tap into a fountain of grace that never runs dry. There is no sin too great for me to redeem, no wound too deep for me to heal. I have come to lift you from despair, to set your feet on a rock of steadfast faith, and to surround you with songs of deliverance. Lift your head high, and know that with every step you take, my angels stand guard, and my hand gently leads you forward. Even when you cannot discern a clear direction for the next step in your journey, rest in the assurance that I have meticulously arranged your future for good. In your moments of uncertainty, remember that I am the same one who parted the Red Sea for my people, and I will make a way where no way seems possible in your life too. Trust that my timing is perfect, even when it appears I am delaying, because I am weaving together a masterpiece that requires patience and faith. My wisdom surpasses your own, and I see beyond the horizon where your eyes cannot yet reach. So still your anxious heart, offer me your doubts, and embrace my promise that I will guide you with the light of my word and the counsel of my spirit. Strengthen yourself in this truth. I am with you, and I will not fail you. My beloved, every day is a fresh chance to draw nearer to me, to immerse yourself in my promises, and to experience my unending kindness. I long for our relationship to deepen with each sunrise, that you might learn to hear my voice above the clamor of the world. Do not fear the future that lies before you, for I have gone ahead to prepare your way, smoothing rough roads and lighting dark corners. Though trials may appear insurmountable, you have me as your companion, champion, and friend. My grace is sufficient for your every need, and I will strengthen your heart so you can overcome the toughest battles. So stand upright, breathe in the peace that flows from my heart, and rejoice in the knowledge that I am your foundation, unbreakable and sure. Do not let your heart be troubled by the judgments of others or your own insecurities, because I, the author of your life, have written beauty and strength into your story. You are a masterpiece, lovingly fashioned with meticulous intention, and nothing anyone says can diminish your worth. When doubt creeps in, turn your gaze upon me and see how I cherish you, how I hold you closer than a mother holds her newborn child. I am the one who formed you, piece by piece, in my image, breathing my spirit into you, and I have not ceased to work miracles in your life. Therefore, release any burden of shame or anxiety that shackles you, and walk freely in the liberty I bestow. Let your heart rejoice that you are indeed fearfully and wonderfully made, a testament to my boundless creativity and care. Embrace this truth now and forever. You are not alone, for I am always with you, enveloping you in my infinite love. Keep your eyes fixed on the hope that stems from my eternal promises, for I have crafted a destiny of blessing and fulfillment, tailored uniquely for you. Even in your darkest hours, I speak through the gentle winds of comfort, the quiet voice of peace in your soul, and the sacred echoes of worship that reach to the core of your being. Remain steadfast in faith, for nothing can stand in the way of my plan when you yield your heart to me. The world may shake and tremble, but I will be your firm foundation, never shifting, never faltering, and always upholding you with my righteous hand. Take courage and walk forward, for I am lighting each step, and you will find joy in my unwavering guidance. Stand now at the threshold of new beginnings, arms open and heart expecting wonders, for I delight in pouring out my blessings upon you. Receive my words as a gentle reminder of your precious identity, your unshakable worth, and your royal inheritance in my kingdom. I am your defender, your healer, your ever-present companion, so do not let the shadows of fear or doubt linger. Look to the horizon of promise, for I declare that I have prepared good things beyond your imagination. Hold on to hope, my beloved, for the future is bright, and I am leading you into a season of renewed vision and deepened faith. Be strong in spirit, remain joyful in heart, and trust with unwavering conviction that the best days are yet ahead. My beloved child, you must remember that I formed you with intention, weaving every cell of your being into a tapestry that reflects my creative power and unending love. Before the foundations of the world, I knew you, and I delighted in planning the steps of your life. Though there are moments when you question your purpose or feel lost in the world's clamor, do not forget that I see you as a unique treasure, incomparable and irreplaceable. Let your heart find rest in the knowledge that my eyes watch you with affection day and night, ensuring that your value is never diminished by the fleeting opinions of the world. Indeed, you hold a special place in my grand design, and I find immeasurable joy in simply loving you. Rejoice in this sacred truth. You are a shining jewel in my sight, radiant with potential and worthy of every blessing I pour out upon you. Though trials may come to test your faith, never doubt your intrinsic worth. For my Son was given so that you might fully live, a precious ransom that testifies to your significance in my eternal plan. When insecurity whispers falsehoods in your ear, turn your gaze to me, and I shall dispel every lie with the brilliance of my affection. Know that I fashioned your heart to reflect my goodness, designed your mind to contemplate my wonders, and shaped your spirit to commune with mine. Take comfort in the profound reality that your life has meaning, for you are a reflection of my glory, and I celebrate each step of your journey. When you feel overlooked or forgotten, recall that I see the tiniest sparrow in flight, and you are infinitely more valuable than that fragile creature. Like a caring father who rushes to comfort his child, I lean in close to you in your moments of distress. My compassion for you is like a vast ocean, immeasurably deep, always ready to wash over you and restore your strength. You are never out of my sight. You are never beyond the reach of my mercy. Even in moments when your own thoughts betray you, and you wonder if you are worthy of love, I remind you that you are crafted in my image, beloved beyond mortal comprehension, cherished like a prized pearl. Let this truth anchor you. You matter greatly, and I will always hold you close. I created your heart to feel, your mind to reason, and your spirit to soar in worship, each dimension reflecting the beauty I have instilled within you. Even if you carry scars from past hurts, those marks become evidence of your resilience and my redemptive power at work in you. I do not see your limitations as insurmountable, but rather as opportunities for my grace to abound. So do not shrink away or hide your gifts. Instead, embrace them confidently, for they are tokens of your inherent worth. I treasure you, not for your accomplishments alone, but simply because you are mine. Rejoice in the comfort that I admire you in your struggles, cheer you on in your successes, and quietly celebrate you in the secret moments only we share. Let your heart be lifted by the promise that your worth is anchored in who I am and who I created you to be. No event in this world, no failure, no misstep can erase the identity I have written upon your soul. You bear my imprint, and that is an eternal truth, transcending the shifting tides of circumstance. Stand strong in this knowledge, for you were born with the potential to do great things in my name. I have placed seeds of destiny in your life, and I faithfully water them with my grace, that they may grow into a harvest of blessing. Accept this truth joyfully. You are wondrously valued, deeply loved, and purposed for magnificent works that will bring light to the world. You are precious beyond measure, a pearl in my crown, an heir to the promise of everlasting love. The angels themselves rejoice when you turn your heart toward me, and all of heaven celebrates the unique call I have placed upon your life. Therefore, do not fear, for my plans stand firm, and I shall see them through to completion in ways that exceed every expectation. Like a master craftsman, I meticulously shape your path, polishing you so that my reflection may shine through your character. It is my delight to watch you flourish in faith and radiate the confidence of one who knows they are cherished. Keep close to me, trust in my process, and celebrate each step of progress with gratitude, for I smile upon you with the eyes of a loving father. As you ponder these words, open your heart wide to the reality that my favor rests upon you, even in moments where you feel lost or forgotten. I have placed you on this earth for a divine purpose, and nothing can thwart what I have ordained when you align yourself with my will. Cling to my promises, for they are your spiritual armor, reflecting every fiery dart of doubt or discouragement. When the world tries to question your self-worth, remember that my word proclaims you are made in love, and to be loved by me without end. Trust that I delight in you, not because you have reached a certain level of perfection, but because you bear my likeness. Rejoice in this glorious truth, for I hold you in the palm of my hand, safeguarding your worth and crowning your life with mercy. If ever you need reassurance, recall how I spoke of you in the sacred scriptures. I knit you together in your mother's womb, and I established every one of your days before you even took a breath. This reality should fill you with confidence, for it testifies that my eyes have been upon you from the very first moment. I have always seen your value, just as I have always seen your potential, and it pleases me when you walk according to the divine design laid out for you. Therefore, let no trial or negative whisper degrade your perception of who you are. I named you beloved, and that name stands forever, carved into the halls of eternity. Be confident in this. Your identity is secure in me. Take hold of my hand and move forward in faith, knowing that I place dreams within you that shall be realized in due time. I do not plant seeds in your life without also supplying the nurturing grace they need to grow. Wait patiently and trust, for in every season I am cultivating beauty and richness that will bear fruit in due time. Step into the center of my will by recognizing you are set apart, treasured, and destined for my kingdom's work. As you maintain a posture of surrender, my spirit will equip you with the gifts and revelations you need. Greet each dawn with confidence, for you are my masterpiece, and I celebrate your worth continually. I see your tears, dear one, though you may hide them from the world, and I hear the unspoken fears that keep your mind spinning when night falls. Know that my heart is moved by your pain, and I am not distant or uncaring toward your plight. I understand that life can bring disappointments, heartbreaks, and losses that weigh heavily upon you. Even in the depths of your weeping, you remain under my watchful gaze, never abandoned and never cast aside. Place your trembling hand in mine, for I wish to soothe you with my unwavering compassion and guide you through every dark valley you encounter. When waves of loneliness crash around you and the silence is louder than any shout, remember that I stand right beside you, whispering words of comfort into your soul. I know how isolation can gnaw at the heart, leaving you feeling disconnected from others, but I assure you that you are profoundly connected to me. In that solitude, I am carving out a sacred space where you can learn to hear my voice. Though it hurts, do not despise the lonely seasons, because they can become fertile ground for a deeper intimacy with me. I will breathe new life into your circumstances if you invite me into that emptiness. I see those moments when you fight weariness that seems to sap your strength, and I want you to know that my power is made perfect in your weakness. I empathize with your exhaustion from days filled with responsibilities and nights filled with anxious thoughts. You wonder if your striving is ever enough, if your best efforts will ever bear fruit, and if your prayers are heard at all. But my dear child, I never intended for you to journey alone, carrying burdens too heavy for your shoulders. Lean on me, and I will renew your energy like the morning dew renews the earth. Though you may feel fragile, My grace will uphold you, restoring the vigor of your spirit. Disappointment sometimes wraps itself around your heart like thick vines, suffocating every spark of hope you try to nurture. You have encountered failures, faced unfair treatment, or watched cherished plans crumble into dust. But do not despair, for I am in the midst of every heartbreak, longing to use your disappointments as stepping stones to greater triumphs. I lift you from the ashes of defeat and plant your feet on stable ground. When you think you have reached the end of your hope, look up, for I am already making a way forward, even when it seems no route exists. Trust that I can redeem any tragedy and shine my glory through the cracks of your broken dreams. In times of confusion, when you question which path to take or whether you ventured too far from my will, be assured that I am not a God of chaos, but of order and peace. Even in your uncertainty, I orchestrate your circumstances, and I create meaning out of your trials. I hold the blueprint of your life and know exactly how each piece aligns with my ultimate design for you. Though you may wander, you will never be truly lost, for my eyes follow you with a love that refuses to let go. Return to me, talk with me openly, and allow my spirit to reignite clarity and confidence within you. I understand the anger and frustration you sometimes feel when life doesn't turn out as you envisioned. You may be tempted to blame yourself, blame others, or even blame me for not intervening as you expected. But child, I implore you to see that my wisdom surpasses your momentary perspective. And often what appears as delay or denial is actually a part of my greater plan. I never take pleasure in your suffering. Instead, I work all things together for good in ways you cannot fully perceive. Let me hold you in moments of resentment or confusion, and let my spirit bring peace that transcends the tumult of your emotions. I also perceive the guilt or shame you carry from past actions or decisions, those regrets that haunt you when you try to rest. I need you to know that I am the God who forgives and the one who wipes the slate clean. There is no sin too dark or too grave that my mercy cannot reach. My Son's sacrifice on the cross was enough to cover your failures, redeem your shortcomings, and reconcile your heart to mine. Do not let guilt keep you from approaching me, for I have already opened my arms wide, longing to remove every stain and clothe you in garments of righteousness. Allow my grace to refresh you and give you a new chapter of hope. Even your private doubts about my existence or my character do not escape my notice. I know the questions that invade your mind, perhaps after witnessing heartbreak or suffering that defies explanation. I am not offended by your inquiries, for I cherish honesty and sincerity in our relationship. In your wrestling, I am near, ready to guide you with gentle truth and unwavering presence. Bring your doubts before me. Speak them aloud in prayer, and I will respond in ways that assure you of my reality and my goodness. Sometimes I speak through my word, sometimes through the quiet voice within your spirit, and sometimes through the loving kindness of those around you. Be open, and I will show you that I am indeed the faithful one. Should you feel burdened by the expectations placed upon you by society, family, friends, or even religious traditions, hear this. My burden is light, and I do not place upon you any demand you cannot carry with my help. I am well aware of the times you have striven to please everyone and ended up empty. Let me remind you that my approval is not earned by deeds alone, but is given freely to those who humbly receive my grace. If you find yourself exhausted from trying to meet everyone else's standards, come to me, rest in my gentleness, and I will restore your soul. Let go of the pressure to be perfect in the eyes of others, and instead seek to be whole in my sight. To each unspoken hurt and hidden frustration I say, I see you, I know you, and I care deeply for you. I am never apathetic toward your cries. Each plea resonates in my heart. In your darkest nights, my love shines brightest, offering clarity where confusion dwells. Surrender your burdens at my feet and allow me to trade your sorrow for joy, your stress for peace, and your weariness for renewed strength. Though your trials may persist for a season, you can walk through them with hope, knowing that I stand by you, unwavering in my devotion. Let this comfort you. Even now, I am orchestrating your future with compassion and power, ensuring that ultimately, joy will triumph over sorrow. I am your fortress, dear one, an unbreakable shield standing against all harm that seeks to wound you. When the storms of life rage and threaten to sweep you away, cling to me as your strong tower, and I will shelter you from the destructive winds. My protection is not merely a fleeting intervention, it is an ever-present covering that surrounds you day and night. Be assured that though peril may knock at your door, it cannot rob you of my peace when you hide in my grace. No weapon formed against you shall prevail, for I, the Lord, stand guard over your life with vigilant eyes and a steadfast heart. I promise to be your refuge, a sacred hiding place where you can find security and rest. When you feel battered by the world's harsh realities, race into my presence and let my love envelop you in its comforting embrace. In this haven, doubts dissolve, anxieties diminish, and your soul finds solace. Remember how I provided a pillar of cloud by day and a pillar of fire by night for my people, guiding them safely through the wilderness. So will I guide you, for my care is unwavering and my vigilance never sleeps. Trust that I am your unshakable rock, and you need not fear the tumult of life when you stand upon my sure foundation. Right now, though you might not see the full picture, I am actively orchestrating events for your welfare, placing resources and people in your path to fortify you against adversity. In times past, you have witnessed how I provided a way through seemingly impossible situations. This is evidence of my faithfulness that endures. Even when your eyes can't behold the greater plan, know that my hand is moving behind the scenes, knitting miracles into the tapestry of your life. If you face mountains too tall to climb, remember that I can level them with but a word, and if you confront seas too deep to cross, recall that I can part them, making a dry path for you to walk safely. Let your heart rest in the knowledge that I have not left you defenseless. I am your shield, your fortress, and your ever-ready help. I have also placed angels around you, ministering spirits assigned to watch over you and guard you in all your ways. You need not see them physically to trust in their presence, for my word assures you that you are never out of reach of my protective hand. Though dangers may exist around every corner, my presence forms a circle of safety, enveloping you like a mother bird covering her chicks with her feathers. Let my promise calm your anxious thoughts. I neither slumber nor sleep, and my eyes roam to and fro over the earth to show myself strong on behalf of those who trust in me. You are safe in my keeping, for I have sworn to protect you, and my word does not return void. In your life, fear tries to take root. Fear of the unknown, fear of loss, fear of failure. But I urge you, do not let fear rule your heart. Instead, place your trust in me, for perfect love casts out fear, and my love is indeed perfect. When you allow yourself to rest in my care, you will see that worries lose their power, and even nightmares fade into nothingness. I am your safe harbor, the guiding light in the night. When storms batter against your mind, calling you to panic or retreat, stand firm on my promises and declare my sovereignty over every circumstance. I have triumphed over the world, and in me, you too will find victory. I am not merely a passive observer. I am the Lord who fights for you. Just as I delivered my people from powerful armies in times of old, I will deliver you from every snare and scheme that seeks your downfall. I hold in my hand all authority in heaven and on earth, and I wield it to safeguard those who are mine. Therefore, rest in my protection, acknowledging that no adversary is mightier than I. Whether you confront the storms of life, the brokenness of relationships, or the swirling confusion of modern times, my power remains unchallenged. I break chains, I calm tempests, and I whisper peace into the chaos. My beloved, trust that I will never cease to defend you. Even more, I assure you that I have heard your prayers for protection over your loved ones, and I guard them as well. I understand your longing for the safety of your family and friends, and I share your concern deeply. Lay those worries at my feet, for I care about every person dear to your heart. Let me take up the mantle of protector, and you will see how I preserve them, just as I preserve you. Release the anxiety that keeps you awake at night, and replace it with the sweet assurance that I am a mighty Savior, faithful to answer the petitions you bring before me. Breathe freely, for I have you and your loved ones in the palm of my hand. It's true that sometimes you won't see immediate evidence of my protective plan. Trials may still come, storms may still shake your foundations, but never doubt that I am with you through it all. The lion's den might be dark, yet I shut the mouths of lions. The fiery furnace might burn fiercely, yet I walk amidst the flames with you. I am there, forging your faith, teaching you reliance on me, and reminding you that my kingdom is an unshakable realm. Let every challenge be a testimony that when life's winds grow fierce, my presence grows even fiercer, sheltering you in ways that the world can only marvel at. So do not give in to despair, even when circumstances appear grim. I am the resurrection and the life. In my timing and plan, I bring forth renewal and hope from the most difficult trials. Hold steadfastly to this promise, for I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. My protection for you is not just a fleeting season, it is a lifelong covenant, sealed by my endless love. Take courage and lift your head, for I stand guard over you with a loyalty that never wavers. Rest in me, your shield and fortress, and trust that all things work together for good to those who love me. Be assured of this truth. You are safe under the shadow of my wings. My beloved child, I invite you now to speak with me, to open the deepest chambers of your heart and share freely all your cares, pains, and joys. I cherish your voice, every whisper you dare to release into the quiet. You do not need eloquent words or lofty expressions to captivate my attention, for even a simple heartfelt cry moves my heart with compassion. The door to my throne is always open, and the grace of my presence awaits you. Come as you are, broken, weary, elated, confused. I will not turn you away, but will embrace you with my everlasting arms. In prayer, you connect with my spirit on a level deeper than words, forging a bond of intimacy that transcends the boundaries of the physical world. You might wonder if your petitions matter amid the countless voices rising up to heaven, but know this: I hear each one distinctly. Like a loving parent who recognizes their child's unique cry, I recognize the sound of your heart. So do not hold back. Let your requests and praises flow, trusting that I am an attentive listener. Even your unspoken sighs carry meaning before me, and your quiet tears are an offering I interpret with mercy and love. Approach me not as a distant deity, but as your loving Father who yearns for relationship. In your solitude, speak to me with transparency, telling me of your hopes, your fears, and your gratitude. Ask for wisdom when decisions loom, for I long to guide you. Present your worries when burdens weigh heavy, for I excel at lifting them off your shoulders. Give voice to your praise when joy overflows, for I delight in your thanksgiving. Each moment you spend in prayer is a sacred investment, planting seeds that yield a harvest of spiritual strength and clarity. Do not underestimate the power of a soul that prays fervently, for such prayers transform hearts, communities, and generations. Consider prayer a refuge when the noise of life drowns out your peace, for within conversation with me, you find stillness that surpasses understanding. You do not have to be in a temple or on a mountaintop. Anywhere you bow, your heart becomes holy ground. In your room, on the bus, at your workplace, I am there, attentive and ready to commune with you. Do not complicate this act of communion. Do not believe the lie that you must be flawless to pray. Prayer is not a stage for performing perfected words. It is a heartfelt exchange where you hand me your authentic self and I offer you my limitless grace. Bring me your struggles, your worries about finances, your uncertainties about relationships, your hidden temptations. Bring them all. You need not fear my judgment, for I already know every detail, and my desire is to see you set free. Lay your sins before me, not to be condemned, but to be cleansed, for my forgiveness is unending. Offer me your dreams, your ideas, your ambitions, for I long to shape them into divine realities. And in those beautiful instances when your heart soars with gratitude, flood my presence with thanksgiving, for a thankful heart draws you even closer to my embrace. I call you to trust in my unwavering goodness. Let your faith rise up even when your eyes see no immediate changes, for prayer is also a posture of waiting. Know that my answers may come in unexpected ways or in timing beyond your current understanding, yet they will come. Sometimes I answer quickly, granting miracles that astonish you. Other times I allow a season of patience, stretching your faith, teaching you perseverance. Whether my response is a yes, a no, or a wait, rest in the certainty that I see the bigger picture, and all my ways are shaped by perfect love. Do not let disappointment silence your prayers. Rather, cling to my faithfulness and watch as I reveal my plan in due time. Let your trust in me grow as you commit each new day to prayer. Start your mornings by acknowledging my sovereignty, and end your evenings by reflecting on how I guided you. Through this daily rhythm, you fortify your spirit against the battles that arise, positioning yourself within my fortress of grace. Encourage your family, your friends, and your community to pray alongside you, for when my children unite their voices, heaven moves in remarkable ways. Prayer was not meant to be a last resort. It is the key I've placed in your hands to unlock peace, hope, and destiny. No matter how overwhelmed you feel, do not neglect this simple yet powerful act of communion. In prayer, your perspective shifts from the finite to the infinite, from worry to worship, from despair to possibility. You enter a sacred exchange where I pour out my spirit, reminding you that you are not alone, for I am always with you, enveloping you in my infinite love. Speak openly, listen intently, and dwell in my peace. You will find that the more you pray, the more tuned your heart becomes to my whispers, and the more clearly you discern my guidance. Allow today to be a turning point in your prayer life, a moment where you resolve to consistently seek my face. Even if you falter or miss a day, do not be consumed by guilt. Simply pick up where you left off and come to me again. My mercies are new every morning, and I embrace you with eagerness whenever you draw near. Trust my promises, for I am a God who cannot lie, and when I vow to be faithful, I remain faithful beyond the ages. Let your prayers ascend like sweet incense and rest confidently, knowing that I respond with a Father's heart, full of compassion, grace, and unwavering love. Indeed, my child, come, pray without ceasing, and discover that I am all you need. Lift up your eyes, my precious one, for I have prepared a tapestry of wonders ahead of you, woven with strands of promise and colored by my unyielding grace. Do not let your heart remain anchored to past regrets or present trials, for I call you forward to embrace the future I have meticulously designed. It is not a future of lack, but of plenty, not a path of despair, but of discovery, where your faith blossoms in ways you have yet to imagine. Trust that in each season of your life, I am actively at work, cultivating new growth and opening doors that align with my purpose. My child, I have not brought you this far only to abandon you. Rather, I lead you onward, step by step, into a horizon bright with hope. Set your thoughts on things above, and you will perceive how I am turning your circumstances into testimonies that reveal my goodness. What once appeared as insurmountable obstacles will become milestones of my miraculous intervention. As you move forward, I orchestrate divine appointments and position you to be a blessing to those around you. In the same way that a farmer plants seeds and waits for the harvest, so must you anticipate the fruitful outcomes of seeds of prayer, obedience, and love that you have sown. Though you may not witness immediate results, I promise that every act of trust in me, every prayer lifted, and every sacrifice made in my name shall yield a harvest in due time. Do not cling to the disappointments or failures of yesterday, for I am the God of new beginnings, and I specialize in transforming ashes into beauty. Let go of bitterness and watch as I turn your scars into stories of redemption, your tests into testimonies of fortitude. Learn from the lessons of the past, but do not be defined by them, for I declare a fresh season, a time of restoration and unveiling. Where you once saw only desert, I will cause streams to burst forth, and where you once felt barren, I will make you fruitful. Therefore, cling to the vision I have placed in your heart, believing that I will guide you toward its fulfillment with every sunrise that greets your day. In your journey forward, expect obstacles to surface, for the growth of faith often involves perseverance through trials. Yet fear not, for every valley shall be lifted up, every mountain and hill made low, in accordance with my plan. Remain steadfast, and you will see my glory manifest in ways that leave you in awe. You might face giants, but I supply stones of victory. You might stand before walls, but I command them to crumble under the shout of triumphant praise. Rest in me and let courage rise in your spirit, knowing that you have a destiny forged by my loving hands. Allow hope to fill your every breath, for hope is the anchor of the soul that keeps you from drifting when storms arise. Nurture that hope by meditating on my word, reflecting on my miracles, and cherishing the small blessings I shower upon you daily. Look forward with eyes of expectation, for I do not squander your faith. When you place your trust in me, you build on a rock that cannot be shaken, and you position yourself to receive blessings beyond what your mind can conceive. Therefore, no matter how daunting the future may appear, fix your gaze on the certainty that I walk alongside you, illuminating your path and multiplying your strength. Let my promise of abundant life spur you on, igniting passion in your endeavors and vibrancy in your worship. Whether I call you to serve your community, pursue your dreams, or share love with the hurting, my spirit will equip and empower you. Fear no lack of skill or resource, for I am the God who multiplies 5 loaves and 2 fish to feed multitudes. Do not be intimidated by the magnitude of your aspirations, for I am the architect of destiny, able to breathe life into any dream aligned with my will. Believe in my ability to accelerate your growth, to expand your influence, and to enrich your spirit with fresh revelation. As you imagine the horizon, visualize the waves of blessing that will break upon the shores of your life. Picture the joy that awaits as you step into deeper intimacy with me, the testimonies you will share, and the lives you will touch through the overflow of my love in your heart. These visions are not vain fantasies, but glimpses of what I can achieve in and through you if you continue to walk in faith. Understand that the hardships you currently face are only stepping stones, preparing you for greater victories. Therefore, greet each morning with expectancy, for I am leading you into a story of redemption and glory. Keep your eyes open for the small signs of my presence, the doors that open at exactly the right moment, the peace that surpasses understanding in chaos, the people who enter your life to speak words of wisdom or comfort. Recognize my hand in these details, and your faith will flourish like a well-watered garden. In my kingdom, nothing is wasted. Every struggle, every triumph, and every breath is woven into the design of your calling. Keep moving forward, keep trusting, and keep believing in the wonders I have stored up for you. My beloved, you are on a path leading to joy, healing, and a glory that surpasses every burden. Even in the final moments of each day, reflect on the seeds of hope I planted in your heart and the progress you have made. You may not see the full picture yet, but trust that I work consistently behind the scenes, orchestrating all things for good. The challenges you overcome today shape the victorious songs you will sing tomorrow. So arise, beloved, in steadfast confidence and walk onward, knowing that my plans for you are radiant with promise and that I will never leave your side. Rejoice, for the dawn of a new day is upon you, brimming with the fulfillment of my faithful word. My child, I have loved you with an everlasting love, and no power in heaven or on earth can diminish the intensity of my devotion. Even if the mountains crumble and the earth quakes, my affection for you stands resolute, for it is not founded on fleeting circumstances, but on my eternal nature. Receive this reminder deep into your spirit. My love does not waver like the shifting shadows. It is a steady flame that warms your heart through every season. May you find rest in this unshakable truth, for the journey of life can be wearying, yet my love is the constant that remains when all else fades. I bless you now, speaking peace over your mind and wholeness over your body. I speak wisdom into your decisions, clarity into your questions, and a spirit of courage into every corner of your life. May your family be enveloped by my protection, your relationships strengthened by my kindness, and your endeavors crowned with my favor. I bless you to prosper in health and in soul, to grow in knowledge and character, and to shine as a beacon of hope in a world yearning for answers. With this blessing, I affirm that you are never alone, for I journey with you, I uphold you, and I saturate you in boundless grace. Go forth now and walk in my peace, carrying with you the confidence that my presence accompanies every breath you take. When temptations arise, remember that my love empowers you to resist. When challenges mount, remember that my strength is made perfect in your weakness. When doubts assail your mind, turn to the cross and see the measure of my sacrifice, a proof of my heart that refuses to let you go. There will be days of sunshine and days of rain, but through them all, my love stands firm, a triumphant banner declaring that you belong to me. Let your faith surge forward, unwavering in the face of adversity, for you are anchored in my love that never fails. Take each step forward with resolve, confident that your future rests safely in my hands. Anticipate breakthroughs where doors once seemed sealed shut, and expect answers where questions once taunted you. Persist in prayer and saturate yourself in my word, allowing my spirit to shape your thoughts and attitudes. As you embrace this posture of trust, watch how my favor clears the clutter of confusion and establishes a path of clarity before you. What you once feared will become a testimony of my power, and the burdens that weighed heavily on you will become opportunities for my grace to abound. Carry with you the promise that the best is yet to come. I do not speak empty words. My declarations resonate with eternal authority. The transformations I have begun in your life will continue until the work is complete. Even when you stumble, I remain by your side, gently guiding you back on course. Keep your eyes fixed on me, and do not grow weary of doing good, for in due time you will reap bountifully. Each sunrise heralds fresh mercy and a renewed invitation to walk in step with my spirit, discovering blessings hidden in the ordinary moments of life. And in the final analysis, when you look back on the tapestry of your days, You will see my fingerprints on every thread, weaving a masterpiece from the colorful strands of your joys, sorrows, victories, and struggles. Even that which you thought was lost or wasted shall be redeemed, shaped into something beautiful and fitting within the grand mosaic of my eternal purpose. Therefore lift your head, for I have placed my hand upon you, and I have called you by name. You are mine, and I will never cease to love and guide you. Let your heart echo with gratitude, for you are part of a story that transcends this transient world, and your life is precious in my sight. Therefore go forth in peace, beloved, carried by my promises, comforted by my presence, and propelled by the unshakable reality that I am your God, and you are my treasured child. Do not shrink back when trials arise, but confront them with the knowledge that I stand at your side. The journey may be long, but the destination is glorious, and my power ensures you will complete the race set before you. Indeed, the best is on the horizon, for I, your loving Creator, have authored your story with intention and affection. Walk forward with confidence, because the very best is yet to come.